So let's start with our feet. Let's do some of our feet stuff. So have your toes, right? Close, your toes pointing in, heels out in this manner, and have some room in the back. You're gonna step back. But the foot that you step back, the toes are facing forward. You're gonna go ahead and bend the leading knee. And from here, the same arm as the back leg, you're gonna turn and you're gonna try to touch your hand, aim for your heel, but you know, you're not gonna, I'll be impressed if you could do that. So you're coming forward, bend, almost like in past 90 or past 90, and then you're gonna reach back. Good, and then you're gonna come back and the same, right? Let me see. So the same, your toes are pointing in together, and then you're gonna step back, and now the back leg, the toes are facing forward, bend the knee, and then you're gonna twist and try to reach. Good, come back. And now the same toes, you're gonna be toes pointing together. Now you're gonna step forward, and the forward leg, the toes go straight up, and you're gonna come lean, bend your knees, and then your back leg, you're gonna lift your sole up and pressing your knee out diagonally, and then your body twists in the opposite direction. So with you seeing my whole body, it's boom, I step, bend, I'm gonna press my hip up, lift the inside of my sole up, and my arms twist towards the leading leg, and I'm gonna look out that way. Good, and then, so go ahead and bring the leg back. Again, you adjust your toes together, step, boom, bend, lift, so your hips are pointing out this way, knees bend, and you're gonna turn. So basically you're leaning and lifting your foot. You're leaning towards the outside of your foot, the back foot. Good, come back. And then we come back to the toes here. And we're gonna go ahead and now lift up and down. And then with heels together, up and down. And let's do a lot of angles today. I'm gonna step up. You're gonna go ahead and step up, right? You know, point and bringing, right, the front of your foot down and your knee down to the mat. I'm going to do 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch the other side, step back, point on your toes, and do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so come back, let's do our knees. And switch direction. And squat down. Come up your hips. And switch direction. And shoulders. Switch direction. Elbows. Switch. Wrists. And switch. And neck. And switch. Okay. We're gonna do some cardio part now. Ugh. Get my timer. All right. So the exercise in between is you're gonna come down to your ground. You're gonna go ahead and jump both feet to one side to the other side. Come up and honey. Go back. 1, 2. Right. In the first round, we're just gonna jog. Move your upper body, your arms around. Right. Go. Go ahead and do fast feet. Slow it down. Fast feet. All right, 10 of those weird burpees. All right, next one. You're gonna skier forward and backwards. So step to the side, bring the leg up, lunge, boom, boom. And also try to use your arms with your movement and then go back. All right, go. All right, burpees. All right, next one. Let's go shuffle to the side, right? Jump switch and then karaoke back. And then jump switch, repeat, okay? Let's go. Low stance shuffle. All right, burpees. Go ahead and do a water break. Whew. All right. Let's do the movement first, and then we'll do the move. So the first movement is you're here in your stance. For you, it's normal stance, like boxing stance. Actually, it really doesn't matter what stance. So I'm going to go my normal stance. So from here, I'm going to get we're going to continue with angle pick and different variations now today. So head control, arm control, right? This is like for someone that you have the clinch and it's hard to have a good posture and it's like really hard to get them down. In all honesty, like angle pick is, like I mentioned on Thursday, it's effective, but if they know or they're prepared or they have good posture, it's really hard to get. Even, if that's like your bread and butter, you have to create angles and get your partner's timing off. And also a note is that jiu-jitsu is a game of mostly failures, right? You're not going to be able to like, boom, come in and do like, get the technique that you want. It's more failures than success. So for example, you know, when it comes to takedown, if you could get 10% of the takedown that you try, then that's considered like very successful, right? So with that said, we're going to go head control, right? Head control, arm control. And now, right, it's really hard to get them down. So we're going to fake. We're going to fake like we're going to boom, right? We're going to tap the leg to get them to kind of get the posture, right? Usually either they're standing here or they're really strong posture. So when you come in and pop their leg, a lot of times when somebody's coming to pop my leg, I'm going to step my leg back. And when I do that, my posture is bent, right? So my posture is bent. This is a good time to do the snap down, right? So this would be a good time to like grab their head or their sleeve and snap them down onto the floor. And the best time to do ankle pick is when your partner comes up. And I mentioned this on Thursday. We don't come up like this, right? Normally we come up, boom, boom, right? So one of the reasons a snap down is really good is that they are slow coming up, and then their attention is not on me, you know, me attacking their leg. Their attention is to recover. So you capitalize on that. One, on their speed, and two, they're not paying attention. And then from there, we do the angle pick, right? I will show the video, and then we're going to break them down one by one. Here, so it's going to look, I think it's way over here. Let's see. Yeah, see, we're going to do a fake where they step back and bend over. And this is a really good time to do step out and snap down, right? Usually they come down, and this is when they step up, boom, one leg at a time, and you go for the ankle pick. So a lot of times, you know, with jiu-jitsu takedown, it's like that. You play a certain game as if you're aiming for that, but the end result is like something else, right? So let's practice the movement, and then we're going to put it all together. So the first one is you're just going to go boom, right? Look at my foot. You could be in this stance or this stance, but you're going to come in and boom, pop, right? It's like a judo boom, hitting behind the leg, right? So just do that a few times. So the head, you might as well, you know, we get this move, and then great. So boom, you're going to go pop and then come back and pop and then come back. So do a few of those, boom, and then come back, boom, and then come back, and boom, come back, boom, and then come back. So switch stance, and we're going to do the other side. So boom, and then we're going to come back, boom, come back, boom, come back, boom. I want you to think about your upper body too when you're doing this. Boom, like directing the head, boom, back, and boom, and then come back, right? So from here, you get the head control, the arm control. You're gonna tap their leg. They're gonna step that leg back, so they'll bend now, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have them bring their head down, do the snap down, and to do that, the same side leg that's in front and arm, right? Boom, I'm gonna pull the arm in, and I'm gonna go, boom, bring them down. So basically from here, I'm gonna come, you know, bring my arm down near my leg, boom, because I want them to come down, right? So let's do that. We're gonna go across the body here, and then we're gonna bring our leg down and come down. And then we're gonna go up and then bring it down. Head and bring it down and down. A couple more and down. And then one more and down, right? Now switch stance. So the head, boom, I'm gonna tap and then bring the leg down, go back and bring it down, incorporating your upper body, your hips, your whole body. Boom, 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 boom. One more, and right? So we end up here. Now the next move is we're gonna go for the ankle pick, and the ankle pick we've been doing, which is, right, we come in knee first, second knee, and then we pick up. So let's do that a few times. Leading knee goes down, back knee goes down, up. Leading knee, back knee, up. It's also really good hip opener, so boom, boom, up. One more on this side, boom, boom, up. Okay, so switch to the other side, knee, boom, up. Knee, up. Knee, boom, up. All right, so again, I'm going to show the video, so we're going to put it all together. Okay, so we're going to act like we're going to do a foot tap, right? And they step back. When they step back, look, their head leans forward. That's what we want. And then we're going to go, right, laterally move to bring their head down. And when they come up, we pick it up. Right? So let's do that. So first, get your grip. Let's start with this, the stance where your right leg is up. You got the head control, the arm control, right? And from here, I'm gonna go tap the foot. They step the leg back. Now the head is bending. And from here, we could either move them back this way, right, to bring up, or the other option too is from here, you can go laterally this way, right? And that's pretty powerful. Let's try that one. So you're gonna step to the side and boom. Yeah, so now their head is down. Well, now we're gonna go to the ankle pick, right? Now our stance is switch where it's perfect to come in. So again, you don't wanna go like this to grab the leg. You want to reach forward, grab the leg, knee down, and then pick up. Yep, so again, let's do it together. Boom, here, we're gonna go leg trap and then step to the side, boom, and then knee down as we grab the foot, knee down, and then up. Yep, so again, boom, and then tap, right? I'm gonna give myself some room. Tap, step to the side, knee down, and then up. So you can go ahead and practice that a few times, and then I'll let you know to switch on to the other side. I'll do it with you. Boom, right? Go boom, and then boom. One more, and then we're going to switch. Let's go ahead and switch your stance and do it the other side. Right, so boom, tap, and then All right. Should I go over or stop?
No, you should go over, definitely.
Okay, so that is one variation, right? The other variation, in all honesty, is that it's really hard to kind of pick up. You know, a lot of times people will, you know, stand on the leg, and this is very true in Sanjiao. So let's say you get the head control, arm control, right? And you get your leg here, and you switch, boom, and you go and grab, and now you can't. Like, they're standing up with you. They're standing up, so you have to stand up with them, right? Otherwise, you're going to lose. But you have the ankle. But you have the ankle, and you're here, and they stand up. So you're going to, boom, step up, and you're going to stand up with them, right? So some details, I don't have a video for this, but when you stand up, you're going to be down here. You're going to have the head control, the leg, and you're going to go boom, boom. Now, it's really important to have that leg not far away from you or here, but you keep the leg to your hip, right? When you're fighting somebody, your arm against somebody's leg, they will always win. So you want to engage, keep it at the hip here. You have the head control here, right? And you don't want to be moving forward or backward, right? You want to kind of like challenge laterally, boom, boom, laterally. And then from here, you could pull the head and then tap the other leg and bring them down. So it's like boom and bring them down, right? So does that make sense, Karen? Yeah, so
this is
yeah. So that's,
and this is
one leg here, the other leg here. So you got single leg right here on the hip. So you're gonna move lateral, challenge their balance, and then you're gonna go tap in front of their leg, right? And then pull and lift the leg. So boom, they're gonna come down.
So this is if they stand up after you do the ankle pick.
Yeah, like you can't.
That's what I thought. I was just checking.
I mean, it'd be nice if like you pick and then they fall down, right?
Right.
But you know that I don't. You know that's like perfect timing, perfect technique. But a lot of this happens a lot. They're gonna stand up. Yeah. So let's do the movement. So we have here, we have the now switching, right? If you have your regular stance, let's start with our right, because usually we're gonna reach with our right, boom, and then we're gonna shuffle, boom, to get, right? To get the right leg up because the left leg up. And then from here, we're gonna go do the first angle pick. Can you see me? So you're gonna come in and grab. And then from here though, instead of them falling, they stand up. So when they do that, your back leg steps up, and then you're also gonna pick up the leg, and then the second leg comes up, and you're gonna put the leg at your hip here. Good, and then from here, you're gonna move, control the head and move laterally, right? To challenge, boom, boom, boom. When you think you're ready, you're gonna tap their far leg, boom. Oh my God. You're gonna tap the far leg, boom, head pull, leg lift, right? So it's like, boom. And also, you're gonna tap, pull, leg, lift the leg, right? And then this leg is, so you're doing like kind of a boom after you go tap and then come here. Does that make sense? So let's do that movement. It's like tap the leg, hand pull, and then the back leg, boom. Your whole body just goes down. So tap, and then you're gonna go down. Do that a few times. You're gonna tap, and then goes down. Elbow close to your body the whole time. You wanna hold on to the leg to your hip. So boom, and then boom. Okay, boom, and then boom. So tap with your back leg. Now the second leg comes up, and you're gonna go boom. So put it all together, right? We're here. If you start with your right stance, because typically, like I mentioned, jiu-jitsu, your reaching hand, your control hand is typically, your strong hand is, most of us is right hand. If that is the case, then the right leg comes up, right? It's opposite from boxing. So boom, you're gonna grab the head of the arm, but we need to switch because we wanna go and grab the right leg. So we're gonna go boom, switch to bring them close, the right leg close, And then we're gonna go boom, try to grab the leg, but then they stand up. So this back leg goes up, up, and the leg close to your hip, right? And then from here, you're gonna go laterally, moving them around, boom, boom, and then tap, and then swing, bring them out. Yes. So again, let's start. Boom, gonna bring the leg, come down, step up, bring the leg close to your hip, lateral movement, boom, 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 and then tap and step. Okay, again, boom, boom, come up, boom, boom, lateral movement, right? And then step, and then boom. So give that a try a few times on your own. One of the reasons you don't want to go when you have the leg in jiu-jitsu, you don't want to go close to them is, they can jump guard. So you want to keep the distance, do lateral movement, boom, 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 down. Keep going. All right. Any questions? It's very applicable.
Yeah, totally. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a cool sequence. The pull
one?
down and the ankle pick.
Oh yeah. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh. Should I keep going or?
If you want to do like 5 more minutes, I think it would make sense. So we started
Okay. So we're gonna actually do a drill where the first technique would be the one where oh my God, I forgot. Oh yeah, where you're gonna tap their leg as if, so a strong stance, right? So here, you're gonna tap the leg, and then from here, you're gonna go from the side, bring them down, and then ankle pick. And then the second one would be, you go for the ankle pick, they stand up, you stand up, boom, boom, lateral movement, and then boom, boom, right? And I don't know.
So you're going to say like 1 and 2?
Yeah, I'm going to say 1 or 2. And then I might throw other things in the mix. Who knows? All right. So your crouch, your normal, like medium stance, semi-crouch, move around. Okay, 1. So boom, and I kick, move lateral, and then boom, 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 right? Then go back, sprawl. Two. Burpees. And go back to your stance. 1. 2. 'Sprawl. Sprawl. 1. Burpees. Two. Sprawl. 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 One. Sprawl. Two. Sprawl. Sprawl. One. Boom, boom, boom. One. Sprawl. Two. All right. All right. So, we're gonna do 5 more minutes, and you're gonna do any type of ankle pick that you want, right? So there's the 2 that we just learned, which is when they're tall, you're gonna tap, right? Step aside, boom, bring them down, snap down. When they come up, you're gonna come in, boom, boom, boom. The second one we learned was either this stance or that stance. When I come, get the leg, they stand up, we stand up with them, keep the leg at the hips, lateral movement. When you're ready, step, boom, bring them down, right? Or the normal where you're here and you want that leg. If this leg is up already, you just go ahead and boom, grab the leg, right? And again, I don't want you to do this. I want you to reach, boom, come down, grab, come up, boom, right? Another variation is you're here, you're going grab, but they step back. So you're just gonna reach over and grab the other leg. So you're gonna come step in and boom, right? I don't know what other ones, brain's not working well, but let's just keep to that. So when I say go, you do one of those, right? And then I'll shout other things. 2. Go. You get in your semi-crouch, boom, boom, switch your stance. Go. Sprawl. Sprawl. Go. Sprawl. Burpees. With the high knees. Go. 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 Sprawl. Go. Sprawl. Sprawl. Go. sprawl. Sprawl. Go. Go. Sprawl. Go. Go. Sprawl. Sprawl. Go. 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 Finish it. All right.
Thanks, Molly.
Thank you.
All right, so let's take a 2-minute break, and then right at 11, 12, we'll kickbox. Okay, so we'll get started. Change my view here. So let's do some, well, I mean, since there's only a couple of you guys, I was thinking about doing some stance switching stuff. Do people have anything, else or in addition to that you wanted to work on? Okay, cool, let's do that. So, oh wait, let me just grab my phone for my timer. Charging over here. Okay, so we're gonna start with, hi Eve. Aw, hi cutie. Eve, you're so pretty. What a pretty girl. Oh my God. Oh, the cats. Okay, so we're gonna start with 2 minutes of shadow boxing. The first minute you're gonna do it orthodox, it doesn't matter. First minute you're doing your regular stance, second minute in your switch stance. set, and go. Up. Start shadow boxing in your regular stance. All right, switch, other stance. All right, cool. So let's practice we'll do some technical stuff and we'll do a little more cardio at the end. So let's do the stance switches. So let's just go over the ones we know. So there's 3 stance switches that we worked on. The first one is the pivot or the slip, and then you after you slip towards the back, as you're returning to the front, switch your stance. So let's do this. So that one is like slip, 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 pivot, or slip, slip, pivot. So basically after you slip back is when you can retract as you're coming, as though you were slipping forward, you're slipping towards the leg that's gonna draw back. So let's do this. Let's do 10 of those. So you can start in your regular stance. It's gonna be moving backwards. So as you get to the back of your space, just come back up and keep going. And after we do it, we're gonna throw 5 punches. So it's gonna be, you can do as many slips as you want. If I try to, I could usually do it slip, 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 where I start back, slip, 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 pivot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So any 5 punches starting with a cross after your slips. So we'll do 10 of those together. So I'll give you time to finish the combination, but try to throw it quickly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 'So at the end of the, oh God, okay, yeah. At the end, you don't come back to your stance. You just stay in the new stance. So then you're in your reverse stance. So you're gonna, half the time you're doing this orthodox, half the time you're doing it southpaw. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Okay, So we're gonna do the second one. The second one is the hooks. So it goes jab, cross, and you can throw anything, but just to remember it, jab, cross, hook with the lead side. I'm gonna do a rear hook, but I'm gonna switch my stance as I throw that hook. And then you wanna follow that, follow any of these with some kind of counter. So jab, cross, hook, hook, and then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna follow it with 5 punches, starting with the cross. If you wanna do any right punch, so especially for this one, you might feel as you throw this hook, an uppercut would make sense too. So any 5 punches starting with any rear side punch. So get set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, so last one is gonna be switch step to faking a cross. So for this one, you actually don't move backwards. So you might move a little bit backwards or actually even forwards. So let's see. So this one would be jab, cross. Now I'm gonna do a switch step, jab, cross, as though I'm throwing a right kick or a left kick. I'm gonna switch, but I'm not gonna kick, I'm gonna cross. So it's jab, cross, cross. Jab, cross, cross. Try that a few times, and then we're gonna add the other 5 punches and then do it. So try it a few times on your dominant side first. Cross, cross, if you want. Keep going back to your dominant side to try this one. Now on your dominant side, try adding a few more punches after. You can try to go for 5 or just add, cross hook, cross. Just see if you can add some punches to that cross. Cross. So the first punch after you switch your stance, it's going to be, if you started in your orthodox stance, the first thing you throw after you switch your stance is going to be left cross. So it's jab, cross, cross. Because really you would normally throw jab, cross, kick. So you're hoping they're going to go like this, seeing your switch step, and you're going to be throwing the cross. So you're going jab, cross, cross. And then you can add more punches to it. And it's really important for that one that you don't delay that cross. Like that cross is, got to come quickly after the fake or it won't work. So if you're adding more punches for this one, the way to think about it, really for any of them, but especially this one, is think about those as just like how Jamal says, just let them go. You don't want to be like jab, cross. All right, I have this combination. Cross, up. It has to be jab, cross, cross. Okay, bunch of other punches. I don't care what they are. You would want to care, but so that cross has got to be immediate. So let's try a few on your non-dominant side. I think this is, if you don't do a lot of switch stepping on this side, then it can be tricky. Let's just do the jab, cross, switch step, cross. So you're throwing a jab, left cross, switch step, right cross. Jab, left cross, switch step, right cross. Keep going back to your southpaw stance. This one still, I don't have this one like 100% smooth in my body language, but when you do, like even when I've been able to do it in sparring, it works really well. Because once you get this smooth, that switch step is a really good fake. People don't expect a cross after that at all. So if they have a really great tight guard and they do their kick catching super cautious, then it might not work. But if anyone does this sort of stuff, you'll nail the cross on them. So let's do 10 of those. If it's hard for you to add the extra punches, like you're just learning the move, then just do the cross. So it'll be like jab, cross, cross. And then next one, jab, cross, cross. But now we're just staying in the switch stance. So we'll be doing it right, left. Or if you're able, add the other punches up to 5. Jab, cross, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jab, cross, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do 10 of those together. That doesn't, like you see, it's kind of, this one stays pretty stationary. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, nice. Grab a sip of water real quick, and then we'll do some drills where we incorporate all that. Okay, so let's do one round where we're shadow boxing, and then we, if I say 1, you do this switch stance, the one where you just slip and then pivot. If I do say 2, you do the hooks, and if I say 3, it's the switch step to the cross. Fake the kick. So after, and you can set it up any way you want. So like, let's say, like you were already throwing a cross hook cross or something, and you already were throwing the hook and you didn't need to throw a jab cross hook. You were just going along. Maybe you were throwing cross hook, and I say go, you go cross, hook, hook. So you can play around with the opening, the entry, but for the after the switch, you're gonna throw 5 punches. And it always starts with the new backhand. So, it usually should be the cross for the last one. I don't think that would work very well as an uppercut or anything. It's just too not immediate enough. But all the other ones, it could be any rear side punch, but you're leading with a rear side punch. So it's 5. You've just pivoted to this new stance. You've put weight onto your back legs, so you're leading with your back side. So and then you stay in that stance. So any time that I yell 1, 2, or 3, you do the stance switch, and then you stay in the new stance. When you do the stance switch, you throw 5 punches, and then you stay in the new stance. Keep shadow boxing. So you got that, right? I know I said it confusing, but you're shadow boxing. Switch your stance when I tell you to. Throw 5 punches. Stay in the new stance. Okay, get set, and go. Start in your regular stance. 1, 5 punches. Back to regular shadow boxing. 3, 3, if you're still learning it, you want to just throw the cross, jab, cross, switch, cross. That would be okay. That's really important. Get that part down. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2. Okay, so now we're going to work on angles and add those in. Yeah, so we're going to do, let's just do a quick review of these because we did them on Friday. So let's do a set in your regular stance. So we're going to do one set of angles where you're moving towards your lead foot. I always feel like saying the name of the directions is confusing, but you know, where you're stepping out with your lead foot, stepping towards that foot, pivoting towards that lead foot. So let's do 4 of those with the 5 punches after them. So it'll look like we're going to go into go in a square. So it's going to be like over here. I'm going to go 1 is step out, pivot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So get set. 1. 2. Step out, pivot, 5 punches, starting with your cross. 3. 4. 'Let's do that one more time around. 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay, now we're gonna do the other pivot. So this one, we step a little bit towards our back leg because that's the direction we're gonna pivot. Step, pivot. And now we lead with the lead side left hook, or, well, not the hook. It'll be the uppercut or body shot. Some punch like this. You could place it different ways. So I stepped over. I stepped across my stance a little bit, just a little. Pivot out. I twist. I over twist. Or I continue my twist to set up my front foot, my front side arm, and throw the punch. So we're gonna do 5. If you want to counter with just 1 because you're still learning it, that's okay. Otherwise, 5 punches, starting with the lead, uppercut, or body shot. So 1. 2. 3. 4. 1 more time through. 1. 2. 3. 4. 'Okay, so now we're going to switch our stance. So now you're going to go southpaw, and we're going to do the same pivots. So you can follow up with 1 punch if you want. If it's 1 punch, then for the first one, it's the cross. So I'm going to be stepping wide. So now I'm going towards my towards my right foot. I'm stepping wide, pulling my body towards where my right foot was. And this sets up the cross. So you can either just throw a cross if it's confusing, you're just trying to learn the pivot to the cross, or you can throw the 5 punches. So get set. 1. 2. 3. 4. 1. 2. 3. 4. 'Okay, now I'm like way worse at throwing that combination on my non-dominant side. So the pivot feels fine, but I was like, why my combination is not as fast? So let's do the last one. It's going the other direction in southpaw. So I'm going to step a little bit towards my left foot and then pivot out, setting up my right hand to throw the uppercut or body shot. So I step across, I pivot. When I pivot, I don't just go to center, I go a little past so that I can throw a body shot or an uppercut. So get set. And then you can throw one, if you want to just throw the one as a counter, or you can throw 5. 1. 2. 3. 4. 1 more time. 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay, so now here's the hard part. We're doing a 3-minute round. If I say 1, 2, or 3, you're going to do those switches from before. So 1, 2, 3. So 1 is this one. 2 is the hook, and 3 is the fake switch step. 1 is slipping, 2 is hook, 3 is switch step. Faking a K. So if I say those numbers, you're going to switch your stance just like before. If I say, I think I'm just going to say left or right. So if I say left, you're going to pivot towards your left foot. So if I'm in this stance and then left is that way, I'm going to go. But if I'm in this stance, left is that way, I think that'll be the easiest way, not distinguish it, not confuse with the other one. So if you're like, I don't remember what she means by left and right, then just pick a system and go with it. I've had to do that a few times in drills where I'm like, I can't remember if left means move to the left or grab the left. Like, then just figure out your system so it's consistent. But otherwise, the way you remember is that your foot is going to step that way. So if I say left, I'm in this, whatever it is, my foot's going to step over there. If it's my lead foot, I'm going to do this pivot. It's always going to be my lead foot. But if that's stepping towards my right, towards my, you know what I mean? Always going to pivot over there, towards my left, whichever, it might be a different pivot. So you can remember by which direction your front foot steps. So we're going to try it. You can follow up with 5 punches, or if you're like, oh, I'm so confused, I'm just trying to get this, follow up with 1 punch. So after you pivot towards your backside, so both when you switch stance and when you pivot, you're going to follow up with 5 punches. And if you pivoted towards the backside, then you're throwing a rear side punch. If you pivoted towards the front side, you're going to do a front side punch. So it's a lot. Give it a try, get set, and go. Shadow boxing in your regular stance. Left. Right. Two with the hook. Left. Right. Three. Switch step. Left. Right. Right. Three. Two. Right. Left. 1. Right. Right. Left. Two. Two. One. Left. Right. Two. One. Right. All right. Okay. Let's we'll break there. So we didn't do too much kicking today, but I really wanted to work on those angles. So let's do, let's break and do a minute of meditation, and then we'll go. So grab your spot. Okay. So you can just close your eyes, slow down your breathing, take some deep breaths in through your nose, exhaling through your nose or your mouth. And then you could try the box breathing, the breathing where it's two, or say 4 counts in, 4 counts hold, 8 counts exhale, on whatever type of counts that you want. Then you can release that breathing pattern if you want and just breathe naturally, however it comes naturally to you, trying to keep your mind still, not getting involved with any thoughts that arise. You can take 3 deep inhalations through your nose, exhale through your mouth. When you're ready, open your eyes. What's going on over there? Gonna, oh wait, this one, rub your hands together. She like kneading your boob. That was really cute.
She always tries to cop a feel, yeah.
Oh yeah. And then rub back on your ears. She's like,
Yeah. That's how I know you're a lesbian. Yes.
And then rub your hands together again. And then the back of your neck. And then clasp your hands together. Look back one direction. Other direction. Back to the first direction. Second direction. And back to center. And then you can unclasp your legs, rub your thighs, rub your calves. Feet. Okay, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. And you're the only one here, but we were going to make the announcement that maybe you saw it, that this class is going to move to hour in a week.
Yes, I did see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's going to be a little more integrated between the kickboxing, like the pattern of how it goes is going to be, won't be exactly the same. It's going to be less divided up between the two halves. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Cool. Awesome.
How are the signups for your classes going so far?
They're good. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah,
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, really appreciate it. Like,
let me know if you still want me to promote